Let's talk about why Jalen Hurts seems to drive people absolutely insane. Why he's the one top quarterback in the NFL that people seemingly just can't wrap their head around and understand what they're seeing. And it literally drives them to the point of literal insanity and just downright not living in reality. This is a comment that I received from someone who I've talked to a ton in the comment section, live streams, all that type of stuff. I like him, but I saw this comment and I just thought to myself, what are you talking about right now? And the reality is that there's other people that feel the way he does. But he says, nobody cares about Jalen Hurts other than you, an Eagles fan. So stop making it seem like he's so perfect and nothing ever is his fault or he never makes mistakes. Same blank you talk about people doing for Mahomes, you're doing for average blank Jalen Hurts. Yet your bias isn't allowing you to see that. Literally everything else is no bias, but it's a clear bias from you towards Hurts. Mind you, he randomly said this on a Pittsburgh Steelers video. What that had to do with Jalen Hurts? I don't know. So, first off, let's touch on this whole thing that no one cares about Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, the data that NFLPPA.com releases, indicates the players' team, the players' sales during that time period from March 1st, 2023 to February of 2024. So the 23-24 season, where they lost the playoffs, where they lost in the playoffs and whatnot, the year before the Super Bowl, Jalen Hurts was number one. Jalen Hurts was number one. Now, I need to have you understand that this can't just be based on Eagles fans because we have massive fan bases. The Dallas Cowboys have the biggest fan base by a large margin. Where's Dak Prescott? Seriously, oh, there he is. There you are, buddy. 20. Also, A.J. Brown's 21. Devontae is 17. If it was just nothing but Eagles, then I could understand what happened with Jason. Kelsey during that time. Do you guys remember things started getting a little spicy for the Kelseys? As we know, Patrick Mahomes, he's 3, Kelsey's 4. But only Chiefs fans care about Patrick Mahomes. I don't think so. What about Christian McCaffrey? Only 49ers fans care about him. That idea is just so silly and so absurd. Then the following year, when they won the Super Bowl, that year that they won the Super Bowl, when Jalen Hurts apparently did nothing, because again, this is from March 2024 to 2025. So this is during the season. This isn't like the aftermath of it. C. Barkley, number 1, Patrick Williams, number 2, Jalen Hurts, number 3. During a season when apparently Jalen Hurts wasn't really that good, and people were ready to say, Jalen Hurts is the weak link. The math's not mathing, right? The math is not math. Looking for, where's Dak Prescott here? Oh man, Dak really dropped where, oh, there you are, 33-3. Hey man, at least you beat Baker Mayfield, right? At least you beat Baker Mayfield. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool for you. But it's just what are we trying to invent now that only Eagles fans care about Jalen Hurts? Majority of fan bases aren't majority fan bases of the individual quarterback aren't already going to be associated with their team. Obviously the Bills fans care more about Josh Allen. The Mahomes fans clearly will care more. The Kansas City Chiefs will care more about Mahomes, right? That's obvious. But to pretend that nobody else cares and that's it, that argument is just really absurd. You also realize that Jalen Hurts, when NFL's top 100, has been consistently voted by the players year after year, top 100. You understand that, right? The players, current players are voting that. Now, what about first things first Jalen Hurts when you search? Endless. It just keeps going. It just keeps going and going and going. And going and going and going and going and going. I could just do this literally all day, man. It just doesn't end. It literally does not end. What about the herd? Same thing, Jalen Hurts. Danny Perkins. Danny Parkins is filling in for him. He's doing a Jalen Hurts thing. Everyone's talking Jalen Hurts. People, I don't even know who they are talking about Jalen Hurts. I'm not allowed to talk about Jalen Hurts. All these guys are allowed to talk about Jalen Hurts. Look, it just keeps going. It literally just keeps going, man. It's genuinely never ending. How long out there talking about Jalen Hurts? Here's NFL on NBC. Endless Jalen Hurts. Look at Chris Sims. He can't stop talking about Jalen Hurts. Just going and going and going. I think I saw Peter King in there, Mike Florio. How unhinged are we right now where we're out here saying nobody cares about Hurts other than you and Eagles fans? Does anyone else make these comments about any of the other top quarterbacks in the NFL? Seriously. Seriously, you'd literally think that this is like Baker Mayfield or something, or like Kirk Cousins. Like, what are we doing here? NFL and ESPN. They got Jalen Hurts' mom things out there. But Jalen Hurts, again, I'm just trying to get through this fast because it's just literally endless. Some of these video titles and some of the videos where they seem about, I'm tempted just to go through some of them because they look crazy. This is over years, but it's just endless, man. It's literally endless. Teams are compromised playing against the Eagles offense. Oh, Mina Kaimis, and then ESPN's YouTube page, again, just endless videos and content. It's just unbelievable. I read the comments. I go through the comment section. It's what I do. And yet, I only see conversations like this around Jalen Hurts. Jerry Jones says he would draft Jalen Hurts. Could you imagine who? Even Jerry wanted to move on from Dak Prescott. Oh, funny. Snorts more confidence in Jalen Hurts or Daniel Jones and Eagles NFC East? Wow, that must have been a really interesting conversation to have. Carson Wentz should demand a trade. Max T-Man on the Eagles drafting Jalen Hurts. Well, worked out for the Eagles, you gotta love this one. To a tongue below or Jalen Hurts. But now here again, you expect me to not talk about who's literally, objectively, one of the most popular quarterbacks in the NFL, one of the most successful quarterbacks in the NFL, one of the only quarterbacks in the NFL currently with a Super Bowl ring and a Super Bowl MVP in the NFL for one of the most popular franchises in the NFL. And you also then want to say his average blank. Jalen Hurts is, average blank blank. And it's like in over 25 statistical categories, Jalen Hurts is top 10 or higher. Literally, by definition, he is not just average. He is top 10 in passer rating, top 9 in passing touchdowns. And this is someone who didn't even play the full season, had a terrible coordinator, and literally could not do anything for halves. Multiple halves throughout the course of the season. Could you imagine if he actually had a competent coordinator and could actually have complete games? Not his own fault considering he's never had that problem in the history of his NFL career. So, can't put it on him. Top 9. And he was literally like a touchdown or 2 away from being top 5 in passing touchdowns. So don't tell me he doesn't throw that much. That's why he doesn't have that many interceptions. He's got the lowest interception rate in the NFL, but he's top 9 in passing touchdowns. And like I said, he was literally like a touchdown away from being like top 5, top 6. And he didn't play that final game. Just saying. Average depth of target, top 9. Total passing yards, top 10. Let me remove this nonsense comment out of the way. Total touchdowns, top 6. Again, like a touchdown away from being top 5, top 4 if you actually played that final game. Rushing stats, top 6 in rushing yards, top 4 in rushing touchdowns, top 2 in rushing first downs, top 8 in yards after contact. So, he's getting hit and he says, I'm keep going. Top 9 in scramble yards. So totally off script. Top 2 in designed runs. Unfortunately, Covino doesn't want to do a lot of designed runs because why? But when they do, he's literally the second best quarterback in the NFL. That seems pretty good, right? Deep ball performance. It's all about the long ball. Top 5 in deep ball passing touchdowns. Top 6 in deep ball yards. Top 5 in deep ball average depth of target. Top 5 in deep ball passer rating. Top 10 in deep ball passing first downs. Which is really funny because we'll say, well, he's got A.J. Brown and Devontae. And then it's like, yeah, but you also said he doesn't throw the ball a lot, though. So, if he doesn't throw the ball a lot, and that's why he doesn't have a lot of interceptions, and that's why he doesn't have a lot of passing yards, like all this type of stuff, then how is he top 5 in deep ball passing touchdowns? Top 5. Top 6 in deep ball yards. Top 5 in average depth of target. Top 5 in deep ball pass rating. Top 10 deep ball first. Like, how does that make sense? How is he top 10 in passing touchdowns? It's actually, in fact, it's actually pretty extraordinary then that you're saying that he doesn't pass that much, even though I already debunked that and showed his pass attempts. Although it's harder now because since he didn't play that game, but he was literally right within range of Drake May, Josh Allen, etc. So funny. But what about under pressure and blitz? Top 10 in touchdowns under pressure. Top 6 in PFF rating under pressure. Top 6 in adjusted completion percentage under pressure. Top 9 passer rating when blitzed. He was also the third most quarterback who was blitzed. He was blitzed at an insanely high rate. He was blitzed, I think, off top of my head. I thought I wrote it down, but I guess I not. Yeah, it was top 3 in blitz. But he was blitzed like 92 times. Like 4 million blitz 92 times. And like Matthew Stafford was blitzed like 80, 84 or something. And we know Stafford had a lot more pass attempts. So the pressure rate through the roof, and this is what he did with a bad offensive coordinator, mind you. And when he was in a clean pocket, top 8 in touchdowns, top 4 in touchdown to interception ratio, top 8 in passer rating. And what's really interesting in receiver support, yards after catch, he was 22nd. The only people that were below him were quarterbacks who literally did not play the full season. And I don't mean like, oh, they sat out for a game. Like, no, it was like the random quarterbacks who were out of the lineup who only played like 8 games, 10 games, 3 games, 1 game. And that should not be 3.7. That's 37. Oh, well, it is 3.7. But the ranking was 37th. No, hold on. His yards, after catch poor completion, he was ranked 37th. 37th. Don't tell me that's because of his inability to throw the ball. Okay, Justin Field is more accurate than him. Cam Ward is more accurate than him. Dylan Gabriel is able to put the ball in the hands of the receivers better than Jalen Hurts is like. Okay, sure. Whatever you say now, whatever you say, right? 37th. He's down there with Spencer Rattler. So he doesn't even get the benefit of yak. You know how much easier if he had a rate of yak that was like that of these other guys. Guy would easily have 4,000 yards, 30-some touchdowns, no question about it. It's just basic math. Like Dak Prescott literally has well over 5%, a 5% greater percentage of yak of his total yards. So yeah, I just don't understand, like, I just don't, what people are thinking in this moment of time, but it's borderline insanity. I mean, these aren't even like cookbook stats. I mean, this is passer rating, passing touchdowns, the interception rate. Like I don't understand. Rushing yards, deep ball, touchdowns under pressure. Like I don't know. I really don't. And I meant this shouldn't be total passing yards. This is total yards, including passing and rushing combined. If I said total passing yards, I made a mistake. I apologize. But yeah, I mean, he's literally top 5, top 6, top 5, top 10, top 6, top 4, top 8, top 2, top 1. I mean, like, it's just silly at this point. It really is. It really is. So, I mean, you can see how clearly comments like this, they just don't make sense. And when you make statements like, nobody cares about Jalen Hurts other than you and Eagles fans, like, I don't even know if that's gas. I don't even know what that is, because it's like saying the only people who like Mahomes are Kansas City Chiefs fans. And it's like, well, yeah, they obviously like him the most. Like, yeah, I mean, obviously, like, what are we saying? Like, Denver Broncos fans are supposed to love Jalen Hurts. Like, I don't even understand. Stop making it seem like he is so perfect. I've never once did that. I've never once did that. I've criticized Jalen Hurts plenty of times. I actually came out and said that if Tanner McKee is better, I said if Tanner McKee is actually better than Jalen Hurts, then the Eagles should make moves about that. They should do something about it. Not this season. I just mean in general. Like, if it's clear that Tanner McKee is like, whoa, this guy is special. He's a great quarterback, and he's actually better than Jalen Hurts. Yeah, it's up to the Eagles to do something about it. That's not something a biased person says. It's actually a pretty uncomfortable conversation to actually say out loud. And I said it. I got the courage to say it because I speak truth. I speak reality. You talk about people doing for Holmes, you're doing for Jalen Hurts. Like, I like what? Your bias isn't allowing you to see that? What? What is the bias? Am I saying that Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback in the NFL? That Jalen Hurts is unstoppable? That Jalen Hurts is perfect? I'm not saying any of that. Am I just relaying reality? Am I actually going through the data? Because again, I'm the one that goes through all these numbers. I'm the one that writes all this down. It's like it's all me, and then make the graphs. I'm the one that goes through all the data. I'm the one that's watching these games, taking my notes. How many notebooks I have? This isn't even all of them. These are just the ones that I have over here. And look at this. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Look at this. Hold on. I'll bring it over. This is all the notes I've taken this year. Okay. Oh, please don't fall down. And it fell down. It's all good. Doesn't mean that I'm right. Doesn't mean that everything I say is perfect. Oh, I just found another notebook. Here's one too. I'm not acting like just because I have all these notes and I go through the data that means like everything I say is perfect and accurate and I'm the best. It's not what I'm saying. But when you call someone biased, you're pretty much implying, Snorts, that they're actually like not doing their due diligence, that they're actually not like seeing things clearly, going through the data, doing all the things that need to be done. And I absolutely am. And then again, when you're acting like, oh, nobody cares about Jalen Hurts. Essentially, like, stop talking about Jalen and making these videos like I'm the only one doing it when Jalen Hurts is literally one of the most popular athletes and players in the NFL, and like, you want me to not talk about them? You're trying to make me feel weird for talking about him? You're trying to pretend like he's not a top quarterback in the NFL, and that it's my bias that makes me believe that he is. Do you understand how ridiculous that is? Do you understand that? Or that I'm not supposed to talk. Like, also the Eagles have a huge fan base. Am I supposed to make Eagles videos? Like what? You see how many videos I'm out here making about every other team? The Seahawks. I'm making Jags videos now every single day. I have to like plead with them to like please watch the videos so I can keep making Jags videos, Patriots videos, Bills videos. Last year, many Commanders videos I made about Jaden Daniels making arguments that he should be the MVP and all that type of stuff. I didn't say Jalen Hurts was the MVP. I didn't say that. I didn't make any arguments about that. It's like, huh? Like, I'm just talking about and covering what needs to be talked about. And what needs to be covered, I'm just relaying the reality of the season. That's it. That's all I'm trying to do. Trying to relay the reality of the conversation. But then when I go through ESPN, both their regular ESPN on YouTube as well as like NFL and ESPN, NBC, NFL and NBC, first things first, you see just endless Jalen Hurts videos. And it's like, I'm supposed to feel like I'm doing something wrong by talking about Jalen Hurts. What? Huh? Again, it's like that meme of that guy where he's like, wait, is that the Russell? I think I've seen it a couple times in my mind, but I'm thinking maybe like the Russell Westbrook one where he's like, bro, what? Like, what? I mean, this literally right here. But here I'm going to end this with this. You want to act like I'm being biased? It's not my fault that that man is holding the Lombardi Trophy, won the Super Bowl MVP, has a shirt on that says Super Bowl champions, and in 2 Super Bowls has 524 passing yards, 142 rushing yards records, by the way, 73.3% completion percentage, and 7 total touchdowns. And he has one of the highest completion percentages in Super Bowl history, highest passer rating in Super Bowl history in 2 completely different Super Bowls, years apart from each other, different coaching staffs, going up against the Kansas City Chiefs during the years because he's a Denver Broncos fan that the Denver Broncos could not do anything, and you want to downplay Jalen Hurts now because reasons. Be my guest, bro. Be my guest. Snorts. Sorry that hurts your feelings. Sorry that hurts your feelings. Doesn't hurt mine. Doesn't hurt mine. But Snorts. Those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about Jalen Hurts? Do you think nobody cares about Jalen Hurts? Do you think that he's just average? He's not that good. Shouldn't be talking about him? I don't even know. Man, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single comment, whether you agree with me or disagree with me. Either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here and absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all generally feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.